Hello everybody, I usually make videos at night, but this just happened, a Nexus event update, so I'm making a video now, very short one, just to give you my thoughts on the recent revelation about what's going on. So if you're new to Nexus events was a loot box that Second Dinner came out with, and basically you roll the dice using 180 or 1800 gold, and you do separate pools. And eventually you want to try to get one of these cards, either Jane Foster or Destroyer. Now, there's a couple things wrong with this. The first one being they mislabeled, down here you can see it says guaranteed 4-star reward every 10 open. And so it gave people the conception that, or the misconception, that the cards were actually 4-star rewards. But if you go to the rules, you can see that if it under super rare rewards, each time you open a Nexus event, you only have a 1.5% chance. So it doesn't come to once every 10 pulls. The pity timer is at 50 attempts. So instead of getting a card every 10 pulls, it goes down to 50. And at 180 gold per pull, you can see how it gets kind of pricey. So when I read this, I read the rules of the Nexus event. In my mind, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be a part of this. Because here's my gold right here at 5,000. I save up my gold. They give you gold for different things. Not too much, but, you know, just enough to save. And so I saved all my gold, and I was like, I'm not going to risk a 1.5% chance to pull a card. I'd rather just wait and see what happens. So, lo and behold, a lot of people did do the Nexus events, and it was not well received. So Ben Brode sent out this message. It says today, but it was actually around like the 21st of July. It says, we shipped the latest release of Marvel Snap to players and launched in New Zealand, Australia. With that release came a monetization feature. He's true. It is a monetization feature. We wanted to introduce and test. I like how he says test. It's like, oh, we're just testing the waters, because it ends up being to where it was like 9,000 gold because Nexus events were twice a month. So it ended up being like $700. Oh, we just wanted to test the Nexus events. No big deal. It's clear that a lot of you are disappointed with Nexus events, and we hear you, okay? We missed the mark on this internally. We're having discussions around next steps and how we can act on your feedback. That's like, do you really need feedback to know that $700 a month for 2 cards isn't that, like, feasible, right? We're here for the long run. Ben Brode said this later on. He's like, oh, we want to be here for 10 plus years. And are focused on creating a great game that is fair and that you'll love. Stay tuned to hear more from us. So this was on, like, around July 21st. And I went back and I pulled out one Discord message that was in the Ask the Devs Discord. So here's the message right here. And I'll tell you why this is important. So this message basically says, are you committed to transparency, communication, etc., etc.? And you can see it got a lot of upvotes. Now, I don't remember if it's this particular Discord message, but while I was streaming, a user just like this had something with either this message or like 100. And they came back and they said Ben Brode actually sent them a private message. I was like, huh. The CEO of Second Dinner sending you a private message, and he said in that message, and I believe him, he said that Ben Brode said, we currently do not have the option to refund. He said the system's not in place. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believed him in the moment. I still kind of believe him, even though I'm about to give you the big grand reveal of the Nexus event update. So I started telling everybody this. I was like, hey, you're not getting your money back. And you know what? I actually thought it was kind of smart at the time. Because here I am with all my gold, right? And I'm like, they didn't get me, right? But a lot of people put goodwill, or used Ben Brode's goodwill, and they trusted him, and they didn't read the fine print, and they used all their gold, and all they got was boosters, a few credits, and an avatar out of it. So anyway, so Ben Brode comes out today. And he says this. This only happened like 30 minutes ago. Hey everyone, last week we removed Nexus events from the game. We have another update for you today. Let's run it back and start over, eh? Alright, that's friendly enough. We're going to get back all the gold y'all spent on Nexus events. I like how, like, personal, how informal it's being. Like, we're going to give all y'all gold back. It's like a nice little touch. Whether you spent 360 or 36,000 gold, we're just going to dump the amount of gold back into your account with this next patch. You know what's amazing to me? They waited right till the end of Nexus events. I know, of course, they're going to do that or people would abuse it. But like I was so sure. I was like, they can't give money back. They can't give you your gold back. So that's why I never even touched it. And then they say they'll give back Jane Foster to everyone who already had her. Brand new accounts will find her in pool 3. So, and then he says stuff about they'll be looking at stuff. So my thoughts on this is, at first I had a sinking feeling. I was like, oh man, I should have spent all my gold on it. But then I like started thinking about it, and I'm still getting Jane Foster, and that's the main thing, was the card, right? The card that we're getting. So everybody's getting the card. So I think that's a nice touch from Second Dinner. In regards to all the gold people that spent 36,000 gold, they don't need the credits that they got in the first place. So they're not gonna need that 36,000 gold. So that only leaves like people that spent like the 5,000 gold, like I have. And so they spent like maybe like $40 or $50 worth of gold on the Nexus event, and then they got it back. So they got like $40 or $50 gold worth of credits, but eventually we're all gonna have the cards anyway. So there's not that big of a deal. Like I don't need to feel like I'm missing out in that regard. Getting the card is the most important thing, right? Now they just got to work on not paywalling the season pass card, but that's a different story. So I kind of like gambled, because with this type of blowback, you would think they're gonna give you your money back, right? But I was given the information. I had like the insider trade that they couldn't do it. So anybody that spent your gold, you're the real winners. You believed in Second Dinner, and they paid you back in spades in it. So congratulations on that. I'm looking forward to what they're bringing out. I think they could still do Nexus events if they just would have done it reasonable. But I think it has a bad stigma now, so they're probably not going to touch it anymore. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about getting a refund on everything. How much gold did you guys actually get back? I'm actually I'm jealous, but I'm glad that you guys were rewarded for your belief in Second Dinner. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.